Well, we're back for another gun gripe of the week, and something that's bugged me for a long time is we're going to call this one, what is in a name? What is a name? Okay, we've got a Rock Island Armory 45 here, GI model, strictly GI, Rock Island Armory, old American gun company, made in the Philippines. Right, the Rock Island Armory was made guns many years ago, but it's not the same. It is only a name.
Right, when a lot of people associate Rock Island Armory with Rock Island Arsenal.
Right.
Those two entities are completely different. They're in no way related at all. So that's another example, like Barry said, of what's in a name. I mean, this is they are good guns, though, I will say. I mean, even though they're Filipino made, they're of reasonable quality.
There's also a High Standard, which is an old American company. That gun is also made in the Philippines, probably by the same factory.
Right.
A guy today told me that the Ivory Johnson is making a 1911, and I would be willing to bet it's Philippine made, because none of these American companies are in business anymore. They're not there. So they're contracted out and they have the name. This is an American classic 45 1911. It's got a lot of bells and whistles on it. It's got a skeletonized hammer, beaver tail safety, enhanced grip safety, skeleton trigger. It's really a nice gun, and we've had a lot of good luck with these, made in the Philippines. And it's called an American classic. You have to be very careful. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this gun, there isn't. But what I am saying, a name is a name is a name. Now, Springfield Armory, XD9. I know a guy that's owned one of these for 5 years, and he didn't know this gun was made in Croatia. In fact, it says right here on the gun, made in Croatia. But on the side of the gun, it's Springfield Armory.
Hey, Ray, why don't you tell us about your FS2000, that whole deal with the Croatian-made guns? Springfield bought them, right?
Right. Springfield bought the rights.
Well, when they were originally imported, those things were cheap, weren't they?
They were. I think the dealer cost on the guns were somewhere in the neighborhood of about $219.
Right.
They were imported by N-Track in Knoxville, Tennessee. I think that company is now defunct or renamed. But the guns themselves were exact identical guns to the XDs now, other than the markings on them. Springfield has even sent me warranty parts for the HSs when I asked them. We were a stocking dealer. So
right, but basically what they did was Springfield bought the design and then put their name on it and then upped the price $200, essentially.
They found it such a nice, high-quality weapon that they either contracted the Croats to make the stuff for them, or they bought the factory and they stuck one in Rob Letham's hand and told him to go win some matches with it. And with that kind of advertising out there, it's bound to turn into a good product.
It also says Croatia is incorporated into the Springfield Armory crest. But they couldn't sell this gun when it came to the country about 15 or 20 years ago, so Springfield bought them out, double the price, and they sell them.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, put a name on something, you can sell it.
That's a name. A name is a name is a name. A nice little Colt M4 Type 22 here. It says right here, Colt's Manufacturing Company Incorporated, Hartford, Connecticut, USA. You turn the gun over, and it says it's licensed trademark of Colt Holding Corporation, made by Karl Walther of Germany. This is not made by Colt. It's made by Karl Walther of Germany. A name is a name is a name. New England Firearms, old, respected American company. This is a New England Partner pump made in China by Hawk Industries. It's not made by New England Firearms. It only has their name on it.
They are respectable guns, though.
They are respectable guns.
I mean, compared to some of the Norinco stuff.
Here's another one. This gun's got Winchester stamped all over it in big red letters. It's a Winchester Defender pump. This gun is made in Istanbul, Turkey. It's a lightweight gun. I don't think there's anything wrong with this gun. It would probably serve you, but this is very misleading. And Winchester stamps their name on it. Charles Daly is another one. Charles Daly has been a distributor of guns for years and years, and most of their guns are made in Turkey.
Well, yeah, another good example, Barry, of Winchester putting their name on stuff are those Taz rifles. Those Russian-made Target 22s and Target rifles.
Right.
Those things got Winchester stamped all over them.
They certainly do. Now, we don't have any examples to show you, but Remington bought out Bayakal of Russia. It's the same gun made in Russia, but it's got Remington Spartan stamped all over it. That's another example. Here's a good example. When I saw this little Remington rifle, I mean, this is a nice little 22. This is a nice little 22. It says Remington Model 5, and this is made by Zastava in Serbia. It's a good little gun, but it's not a Remington. It's not made by Remington Corporation here in the United States. It only has the Remington name on it. But this thing has been, this name is a name is a name has been bugging me for a long time. And, I just kind of wanted to get that a little bit out of my system. But there's nothing wrong with any of these guns. It's just the fact that it's misleading.
It is confusing.
It is confusing. And this is only a small sample of that kind of a thing. So that's going to be the gun gripe for the week. A name is a name is a name.
We thank you for watching our gun gripes and listening to our complaints that are related to the gun industry and gun shops and working in gun shops and dealing with the public and all that sort of thing. If you like this series of videos, we encourage you to subscribe. In fact, not only should you subscribe, if you don't, we'll come find you and we're either going to shoot out the street lights where you live, or we're going to kill puppies, we're going to do all kind of nefarious activities.
This is Barry and Eric signing off. Y'all have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Indeed.